Welcome aboard the safest airline in Africa. With industry-leading safety measures to protect your well-being. The first in Africa to earn a diamond standard of safety. Offering a more contactless, safe, and seamless experience. Delivered with a smile by Africa's first fully vaccinated crew. Creating special memories that bring the joy back to flying, so you can continue making memories with your loved ones. Book your flight with Rwandair today. Rwandair, the safest airline in Africa. Rwandair, fly the dream of Africa.
And I'm just going to introduce our moderator of the day, one of our moderators of the day. He is a Ugandan professional journalist, trained as a journalist and lawyer. He went to both journalism and law schools at Makerere University, Uganda's best and biggest university of higher learning. He also studied media and communications from the US, the Netherlands, Kenya, and Ethiopia. I've had the opportunity to work alongside him. Please welcome with me Mr. Charles Odongtho. He's going to introduce his panel and a keynote speaker. Please give him a hand.
Thank you very much, Rachel, my friend, for that kind and generous introduction. Thank you all. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and I want to once again thank you. Welcome you to this very good opportunity that we all have after the COVID curfew to start discussing how to move forward after the 2 years of the lockdown. Mine is going to be a simple task. The hardest task is going to be for the distinguished panel members that I have been given to roast a bit, to ask questions, and I'm happy to know that they are all here already. There is an audience out there, probably bigger than the one inside here, so whenever we have a discussion, have in mind that as well. Like Rachel said, my name is Charles Odongtho, and I'm a journalist, I'm a lawyer as well, and I am a rookie in business. Charles Ochichi is trying to teach me how to do small businesses, so I'm also following in that. We are going to have a discussion, a panel discussion, the first one, on skills and mindset challenges, and it will be hopefully for 45 minutes or thereabout. I will be happy if we can cover all the essential areas within that block of time. The person who will be setting the pace or the ground for a topic, a specific topic, is doing business in 2022 and beyond. How can SMEs and startups navigate the skills and mindset changes that are ahead of us? And we shall have a keynote presentation from Charles Ochichi, who is the Executive Director of Enterprise Uganda. Now, for those who don't know him well, a brief profile of him. He is a founding Executive Director of Enterprise Uganda, which is the country's premier enterprise and business management institution. He is the winner of the 2009 British Most Influential Alumni Award. He was the first president and founding chairman of Enterprise Africa, a 14-member umbrella body of UN-founded enterprise development institutions in Africa. Ladies and gentlemen, let's put our hands together and welcome him to take his seat up here. The next panelist is a management consultant who has taken the professional training world by storm. A lady in her own right, she is a strong advocate for excellence and personal development. Her strength lies in organizational change, business development, and business process management. She has developed strategic plans for various organizations in Uganda and revamped systems that require next-level growth. Ladies and gentlemen, let's put our hands together for Miss Angela Bagine, a managing consultant with Besmart Consultancy, Uganda. Angela, you're most welcome. Our next panelist is going to be joining us virtually. I pray that the technical team makes that available now, but he will be joining us from the UK. He is Benjamin Achampong, works with Wealth Masters in the UK. Achampong is a leading wealth, business, and personal development expert, widely regarded as highly focused and sought-after business coach. He is a trainer for entrepreneurs. Benjamin, hi. Can you say hi to the audience here in Uganda and the rest of the world?
Hello, everyone, and good to see you all.
Good to hear from you and good to see you too. Our final panelist joining us here is Thandi Juliet Mabena from South Africa. Mabena is the President Circle of Global Business Women in South Africa. She is a passionate business and human capital strategist who has worked in senior leadership and executive positions in various organizations and corporates. She's a business coaching executive and teams coaching, a member of the Cape Business Chamber of Commerce and Industry, and chairperson of the Business Chamber Social and Ethics Committee. Thandi is also, she also works as a in the socio-economic development, enterprise development, and poverty alleviation programs. Thandi, you're most welcome. I'll wait for Thandi to take up her seat, and then I will invite Mr. Ochichi to start us off with a keynote presentation for 20 minutes. Charles, what I know about the Charles is they keep time. So I am going to be happily not looking at my clock, knowing that when I say start, after 20 minutes within there, you will be done and deliver to the expectation of the audience, eagerly waiting to hear from you. You're most welcome, sir.
Thank you so much, namesake. And thank you to my fellow panelists. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to make a very short submission, but it relates to the year 2022. A year when we are almost saying bye-bye to that animal called COVID-19. And the title of my submission is Post-Crisis Mindset. And I bring this message to all of us because what 2020 to 2021 or 2022 has done is when a crisis happens, nobody is spared. So what is a crisis? Crisis is part of life. Accept it, live with it. And this part of life is characterized by emergency, disaster, and a sense of inadequacy. Those are words nobody would want to be associated with. Emergency, you must act immediately. There is a disaster and sin. And you feel inadequate as a person, as a community, as a nation to tackle it. Very disarming. Emergencies do not respect history. They don't respect borders. They don't respect titles and wealth. And that's interesting, because sometimes we might feel that if I've got enough resources, if I've had a lot of education, and I've had this kind of a long history of achievements, crisis should not be part of me. Not at all. This crisis manifests from several sources, and it's important to note that because COVID-19 is global, but crises do not only manifest from that pandemic point of view. They come from the world, the global perspective, regional perspective, national, sectoral, enterprise level, at the same time at the individual level. At the global level, you find that they really rock everyone. Just this week, we got to know the Queen of the UK finally got it at 95. She got it. In that very magnificent marble-loaded palace, she got it right in there. At the regional level, of course, you remember the case of Uganda and Kenya, our milk and our poultry, which were barred from entering the Kenyan economy or even Tanzania. At the national level, you have seen things that are happening in our neighborhood in Sudan. That's a crisis. Where every morning people wake up and open their doors and just head to the streets, saying no matter the bullets, no matter the tear gas, we are proceeding to the streets. At the sectoral level, not so long ago, we had foot and mouth disease in Western Kenya. The cow is producing milk every day, but you are being told, do not bring it to the market. Whatever you do with that milk, do it, but do not bring it to the market. At the enterprise level, we have seen real issues that are happening, bad loans that have now eaten into different businesses, loss of key clients, loss of key human resources, fraud. These can bring in and indeed create crisis at an enterprise level. It could even be the split and disagreement among its directors. But also at the personal level, they are there. Within families, there are delinquent children. There are issues between spouses. There are issues within individuals in the family on how to conduct financial matters at the homestead level. In other words, do not be deceived that once COVID-19 is over, crises are over. They are there, and they will be there. Some are going to be more personal. Some are going to be more generic to your own sector. Just be ready for them. You cannot escape a crisis. And it is God who put it plainly in James chapter 1, verse 2 and 14. He said, count it pure joy when trials and temptations come your way, because they will test your faith, they will test your patience, and create wholesomeness and completeness in you. You wonder and ask yourself, who wrote that in a religious book? And did it make sense? That's the nature of the path that we are walking on this planet. It is going to happen. So what are the effects when this thing happens? I just picked three. One, financial effects. You will have issues with your key stakeholders, your suppliers, your employees, your landlord. You'll have issues with your regulator. The tax man is saying, bring me the taxes, bring me the money, bring me the money. Second effect, you lose focus. You begin to concentrate on living a day at a time, a day at a time. How do I survive today? You are no longer long-term thinking. And at that point, you begin to even become selfish. Did you see what the EU did? They said until 60% of all the EU citizens are vaccinated, no vaccine should leave the European Union. The focus was no longer philanthropy, but closer home. Think about the home people first. Where are these vaccines going? No, do not allow the vaccine to go to the neighbor. Why? The crisis has dictated that think closer home. Thirdly, it will affect HR, and HR is such a key factor in business. You will neglect your very best, your finest. They will be available for picking by anybody. And that's what happened with Messi. Remember what happened with Messi with Barcelona? After being nurtured for 23 years, a superstar, Barcelona said, you are too expensive. No matter how good you are, I think we can part ways. Messi said, can I cut my remuneration by 50%? They said, that is still too high. You can now go. It's okay, you go. He left and went to PSG for two-year engagement. That is what a crisis can do. It can unravel the most endowed values and commitments that you had. Now, what's the good news? There's good news in a crisis. And the good news is that every crisis, no matter the enormity, the effect, the disaster it generates, it must end. Few will even remember that it existed. And very quickly now we're beginning to imagine, by the way, how come that initially you could almost fear to get out of your door the moment we mentioned the first case of COVID? Today you just get up and move around and move on. You can even get a hanky and clean your nose and life moves on. It will end. That's good news. The world will move on, but we'll have lost a few individuals and painful experiences will be left behind. The message is you need to be ready to pick up the pieces and wear what I call an energized mindset to pick up those pieces if the crisis is personal, sectoral, national, or even global. A vital trait in this situation when the thing ends that most successful individuals use is resilience. The ability to bounce or spring back after a disaster. Bounce and spring back. And for those of you who watched Olympic Tokyo 2020, there was an individual that went through a personal crisis in the course of the race. And the lady was called Sifan Hassan, a Netherlands athlete. As they were taking off in a semi-final, she was knocked by a fellow competitor and she fell down. That could have been a moment for her to just say, you know what, I was going to win. Everybody saw that I was unfairly knocked down, and that's how I lost it. She fell down, made a split-second decision, checked on her legs and found they were still okay, checked on her spine and found that it was still okay, and went back to the race because she knew the distance left was still room enough for her to catch up and overtake. From the very back of the park, she kept on removing one by one, and she ended up winning that semi-final. What happened when she went then to the finals? She participated in 3 finals. 1,500 meters, 500 meters, 5,000 meters, and then 10,000 meters. She got 2 gold medals and a bronze. But she had gone through a crisis which would have just said, you know what, you are good, but you are knocked down, sorry about it. She took a personal decision and said, I have been given this yoke, I'm going to make this decision and get back on the...
Nation is your go-to website for exclusive content with in-depth stories, analysis, and detailed coverage. Sign up with these quick and easy steps. Visit www.monitor.co.ug. Sign up for free for a limited period of time with either Facebook or Google. Or you can enter your email address, password, followed by your phone number. Click Sign Up. You are now a registered user. Your privacy will be protected when you share information with us. This registration is part of our effort to understand our audiences and make better business decisions to serve you better. For any queries, please contact us on 0312 301 230 or email us at customercareug@ug.nationmedia.com. Monitor, powered by Nation. Terms and conditions apply.
Welcome to Nobel.
Internet is not only important, but is part of us now. We use it in our studies, at work, home, and while going about our daily errands. However, an inconsistent internet connection is common and can be frustrating. But the good news is, we are here to the rescue. At Rock Telecom, we strive to promote integrity, dependability, innovation, customer service, and open-mindedness. Visit our website www.rocktelecom.co.ug for more information. Rock Telecom. Rock Telecom is licensed by the Uganda Communications Commission.
Welcome aboard the safest airline in Africa. industry-leading safety measures to protect your well-being. The first in Africa to earn a diamond standard of safety. Offering a more contactless, safe, and seamless experience. Delivered with a smile by Africa's first fully vaccinated crew. Creating special memories that bring the joy back to flying, so you can continue making memories with your loved ones. Book your flight with RwandAir today. RwandAir, the safest airline in Africa.
RwandAir, fly the dream of Africa.
So we pick travelers, our typical customers are people flying in and out of the country. So we pick those from the airport to wherever they're going and back. And we do this through a network of driver partners for whom we give regular business and improve livelihoods. They can book through WhatsApp, they can call us, they can email us. We just try to make it as simple and convenient, as seamless as possible for our customers.
What is creating shared value all about? CSV is short for Creating Shared Value. It is a powerful business management concept that can promote companies to think differently about their approach to social and environmental issues. It is a strategy for addressing society's challenges through profitable business models. It's all about policies and practices that enhance the competitiveness of companies while improving social and environmental conditions in the regions in which they operate. CSV is not CSR. Creating shared value goes beyond philanthropy or corporate social responsibility. Shared value is not about personal values.